What's crack-locking is the disasterologist, and, well, my all-inclusive support crew got significantly bigger since last time of recording. Literally bigger. You know, come to think of it, it really has been a hot minute since I've last recorded anything, or at least as of right now, posted anything for that matter as well. But we sit back, and this time around, we are going to be doing Will the Cocktail Shaker Open? Episode 2. Oh wait, I realized Juan Paul doesn't actually have fingers, so episode 2. Yeah, sure. We'll stick with that. Heyo, post-editing me here. Because I wasn't very concise in my original video, I had to cut all that nonsensical bullshit out because, I mean, I know y'all love me, but you're not gonna love me ranting for like 15 minutes. Might be more like 13 minutes. I don't know. I'm not fully done editing the video yet, so I don't actually know the time. But anyway, for this video and subsequent videos, I should have included this for the first video, but I didn't know what what direction my videos were going in general. So from this point onward, before I start each Will the Cocktail Shaker Open video, I'm going to be including the rules right over. Why did I move? I literally had no reason to move. I was perfectly fine where I was sitting as I was, right here. But anyway, the rules are over yonder, so read at your leisure before each Will the Cocktail Shaker Open video. Okay? Cool. You know, I already used this earlier today, and I don't feel like dirtying up my small cutting board that I usually like to use, so we're using this big boy right here. So I'm going to be recreating a cocktail that I had actually just consumed earlier today at a restaurant. It's their version of a Jolly Rancher drink, and when I had this one, I was not sure if there's really anything else in it besides cranberry juice. And I'm sure that's probably their main ingredient, but among the other things that were supposed to be in there, I'm kind of skeptical if there was anything else in there. And I even had a few other people take a sip of it that were there with me, and they weren't even sure if there was anything else besides cranberry juice in there. So that's what prompted me to attempt to recreate this drink, I guess. I don't know how it's gonna go, aside from like the 1 ounce thing that you see next to like any drink on the menu. That you know, you get the point. My point is, aside from that, there's no other measurements for anything, so I'm gonna have to wing the measurements myself. So aside from the cranberry juice that I mentioned, there's also vodka, melon liqueur, blue curacao, allegedly for those 3, and margarita mix, which I could probably see. Now, because I don't have my own margarita mix, homemade or store-bought for that matter, I'm just going to use lime juice and simple syrup and just keep it nice and simple. I'm not going to make some silly little margarita mix. I think it's basically the same thing, just with more steps than just putting lime juice and simple syrup in, so we're just gonna do that. As for everything else that's going into the cocktail, I wrote it down and I just fucking guessed all the measurements because I'm not really sure. I don't know. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I do feel like for things like vodka, I feel like there should be at least 1.5 to 2 ounces. So I'm gonna stick with 2 ounces, and then everything else I'm highly uncertain of, especially the melon liqueur and the blue curacao, because my drink was so red, I don't even know if there's any hints of like blue or green whatsoever. So, yeah, let's get to it. So the cocktail that I was given was served in what looked like a highball glass. I don't actually have a photo of this cocktail. I mean, it didn't really look like anything spectacular. It was just a red drink with a lime wedge on top. Like, I mean, you could probably visualize that. So, I actually, of all the glassware that I now own, I do not have a highball glass. So the closest thing that I have is this. So we're going to use this guy. Alright, so the glass has ice in it and it is currently in the freezer so that it doesn't all melt. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get 2 ounces of vodka. Next thing we're going to do is, I'm only adding a very small amount of simple syrup. We're only going to do half an ounce because I have a feeling that the cranberry juice, the melon liqueur, and the blue curacao are going to make this horribly sweet. But because there's margarita mix in the drink, I'm at least going to add a little bit of simple syrup just to kind of still have it margarita mix like, but without actually doing a real margarita mix because that's just too much work. Just add the lime juice and simple syrup. Alright, next thing we're going to do is add 1 ounce of lime juice. God damn it. Only made it to the 3/4 mark. I was kind of expecting that. So, gonna have to cut up another lime. I mean, not that that's an issue. I have to use a garnish anyway, so. Just gonna go stick this on the glass real quick. Alright, just made it to the 1 ounce mark. So, for the blue curacao, I'm going to do 1 ounce. Now, for the melon liqueur, which I've got to say, I absolutely fucking hate how this new logo looks on the bottle. It doesn't look clean like the old bottle. Like, I have the old bottle here for reference. I had to actually replenish my melon liqueur, shockingly enough. I never thought I'd have to do that, but this was the old, like, logo for the melon liqueur. Same goes with any of the other McGuinness stuff, as far as I've seen. All of them look like shit now. It just looks exactly like this. It all looks like a weird, tacky, like, almost like sourpuss like liqueur. Like, that's what these new logos kind of make the ball, like, that's what they make this look like now. Which, disgusting. Absolutely vile stuff. Especially the blue raspberry and apple sourpuss. Get that shit out of here. Anyways, instead of griping about the new McGuinness logos, we are going to also add 1 ounce of melon liqueur. Woo! Wow, that's a big splash. It actually got on my pants too. Oh my god. And my shoe. I just have like just a green dot on my... The one time I wear white shoes, like, I'm not flexible anymore. Anyways, it's not really that important. And now, the final ingredient... Oh, fuck, this is heavy. We're gonna add 3 ounces... Oh no, sorry, I lied. 4 ounces of cranberry juice. Now, this isn't cranberry juice, it's more like cranberry cocktail, so... my bad on that. Alright, let's do this. Oh god, I can't even get a grip on this thing. Ooh, that was smooth. Alright, you silly gooses. Yes, I know it's nighttime. Get out of here. So, with the aforementioned rules and terms and conditions of Will the Cocktail Shaker Open that I put earlier in the video, are you okay? Here is the initial screenshot that I have included here. Timestamp and frame included. That's gonna stay. That was a shitty snap. Here is the final screenshot here. Timestamp and frame also included. That's gonna stay too. Both of which I made sure were as clear as I could possibly get them, so hopefully that works out. But anyways, long story short, no. I was just short of opening the cocktail shaker, but it was still over 5 seconds according to my calculations. How am I going to tell past me that from 2024? She ain't gonna be happy with that one. She was so proud of herself. But alas, that's not red. Okay. Now I'm starting to wonder if any melon liqueur or blue curacao is added, because I feel like even just a small amount would probably like make the color a little bit of like a dark-ish red, but this was like a vibrant red, like as if there was nothing else added, so. Can't skip on the straw when they gave me the straw. Yeah. It looks a little more lighter in person, but on camera here, it definitely looks like it's like a blue-gray color. You can also actually taste the alcohol on this too. Did I get the same drink? Or did I just get the measurements wrong? Anyways, cheers, y'all!